Hey, what's going on? It's Leanne. I've got my cat behind me, and sometimes when I move a certain way, it looks like she's growing out of my shoulder. So enjoy that and pay attention to that as you're listening to me talk. And I've got some notes written down in my notebook, so I might look down here and there I just want to make sure that I share this with you the way that it really came up in my head. And I know if you read the blog post that this is on, you're gonna meet a guy named Bob, and Bob is very much like me, and he's very much like many other people out there, maybe you, in that he's had this experience of going online, trying to figure out how to make money. Maybe he's got a job that he doesn't like, and maybe he's got just a life situation that's not ideal for him. You know, he's making barely enough to survive, and he's just tired of it, but he has the experience of going online and cat just jumped off, going online and just looking for things, how to make money online, and he's paid for stuff, and then he ended up starting to search for how to make money online for free because he doesn't, have any more money. And he's finding that he's getting all this junk mail, he's getting signed up for all these lists, and it's just to the point where he's had it. Maybe he's put his life savings on something, which that happened to me. I actually took a loan out to pay for something that never worked for me, and I was so upset with myself for it. I felt like such a sucker for it. And everyone goes through situations like this, I think. Well, not everyone. I guess there's lucky people out there, but for a lot of us, that's the reality, is we go online because we're desperate for something different. And then things just don't work out the way we want them to, and it feels like everyone's just out to take your money. They don't really care to teach you. What they say doesn't work for you. Maybe it never works for anyone. Maybe they're just liars. You never know what it is, but it gets to a point where you're ready to give in. You're ready to go somewhere else, and you're ready to go back to that dead-end job and just keep doing things the way they are. And this is what I want to tell you, is that you don't need to do that. And here's the thing. First of all, no matter how lousy your experience was, it's a learning experience, and you grew from it. You grew from it. But instead of taking it and saying, well, if this didn't work, I'm just not good at this. This is just not going to work for me. I want you to think of something else, because what if you do go back to that dead-end job? And what if you say, forget it, I can't make money online. I need extra money. I'll go get a part-time job. What if you say that to yourself? What is ever going to change? If you don't make a change, what is going to change? Nothing, right? The answer is nothing. If you don't change your life, if you don't take action to change it, it's not going to change. So here's what I want to tell you is, if you go back to the way things were, you're not going to have that experience of making commissions online. You're not going to have that experience of getting a lot of money deposited in your bank account, of being financially free and going on vacations when you want, and taking care of your family, and buying a nice Christmas present, or whatever it is that you've got in heart and in mind to do for yourself and your family. When are you going to do that if you don't change, if you don't take the actions to change? And I know what you're saying. I've done this, I've done that, I've paid for this and that, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you've got an opportunity, and maybe someone hasn't taken you by the hand before. And I'm going to look down on my notes for a second, because I want to make sure that I say this. I want to make sure I say this, because I have a lot of people coming to me. Just yesterday, I had over 300 people sign up for my list, and you might be one of them. You might have just kind of found out about me yesterday. Maybe you don't even know my name yet, right? You've just been getting emails from me, and you're going, who's this? And one of the biggest questions that I get, or the comments that I get in response to my emails, is, I don't have the money to start. I don't have the money to start. And I know the person who's writing that, because that's been me. I've looked at stuff and I've said, I don't have the money for that. And it doesn't matter what the amount is. It doesn't matter if it's $1 million or $1,000 or if it's $5, right? Or in this case, $25. It doesn't matter, because what's happening, and if you read this blog post, you're going to see, I think you're going to feel some connection to it, because what's happening is you've had all these experiences of paying money. Maybe you've paid $1,000 and $10,000 for something. Maybe you've paid $50 and $50 over and over again, and you're just not seeing the results. And listen, there's a lot of automated sales out there, okay? A lot of automated sales. And the problem is that 99% of them don't have someone on the back end who actually cares and wants to take care of you. And I know this might sound kooky to you, okay? This might sound like, ooh, yeah, new age weirdo stuff, or at least my mom would say that. Maybe it doesn't, but I love you. I do. I love you, and I want to take you by the hand, and I want to help you, but you've got to take the first step. And I know you're not lying, right? And if this is you, I know you're not lying. I know that it's hard to come up with that $25 to start. I know it is, because I've been there. But I'm going to tell you a story about a guy that I met. I a guy that I physically met. I put my hand on his shoulder, right? His name was Vic, and he was in the same situation. He was a Bob, right? I've been a Bob. He was a Bob. And he was in a situation where he was living in a crappy apartment. He hated his job. He hated that his wife had to work. And he was just barely scraping by. And he said, that's it. It needs to change. It needs to change. He borrowed $30,000. Borrowed $30,000 from a good friend. And he made it work. He made it work. He purchased what he needed to purchase. He went and marketed. He learned. He studied. He improved himself. He worked on himself. He got help. And now he's one of the biggest earners online. In just 1 month, he made almost $1 million. That's the cream of the crop. That's the 1%. And I know you look at that and you say, oh, that's a dream. No, it's a goal. And I want to take you by the hand and get you to where you can get there. And maybe you don't start with that amount because it might sound ridiculous. I mean, who even makes that in a year? Right? Even someone who makes that in a year is in the 1% of income earners in the world. But maybe you just want an extra $1,000 a month. Maybe you just want to get to $10,000 a month because that would give you the freedom that you need. The freedom to stop working, the freedom to retire your wife or your husband, the freedom to send your kids to private school, the freedom to leave your dead-end job. That freedom won't come if you don't put up that $25. It won't come. And I can't take you by the hand if you don't take the first step. Because I want to tell you exactly what you need to do. And it's not just for me. I'm going to put you in touch with all the people, all the resources that you need in order to make it happen for you. Because I'm not you, you're not me. We each have different experiences. They might be similar. We might have some, if you hear my clock, it's time for the babysitter to leave, so I need to finish the video. But we have similarities, we have commonalities. We're people, right? We all come from the same place. We all come from love. We really do. And you're a little bit different in some ways. Your essence, it's love, but there's some differences. You have uniqueness. You're special in your own way. And just me showing you is great, but when you have a whole lot of different people teaching you what they've done and showing you what they've done and taking you by the hand, when you have a team of people working with you to make you the best you that you can be, and when you have the system to plug into, and when you have all that you need to grow inside to become this person that can offer a lot of value to other people, that can take other people by the hand. Can you see that? And I'm just going to look at my notes again because I just want to say, if you're sitting there and you're going, I don't have that money, it's not that. It's not that you don't have it. It's not I have it or I don't. It's a decision. I'm going to get it. That's the decision. I'm going to get it. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to take your hand. And I'm going to let you lead me in the right direction. So what I want you to do now is I want you to go ahead and click on the link that I have here. And I want you to join. I want you to pay the $25. And I want you to watch the 8 videos that show up. Because video number 4 changed something for me that allowed me to almost double my income in a matter of a day. Okay, what I learned allowed me to double. And now I had been making a little bit online, so I was able to double it. Right. Video number 8 changed my life. So I want you to get in now, pay the $25, and watch the 8 videos. Watch every one of them. Do what they say. Do what they say, because I did what they say and it changed my life. And I want to take you by the hand and show you exactly what you need to do. And that is how you start. So if you know Bob inside, okay, if you've been there like I have, then let me show you how to change things and how to finally have the freedom that you want, because there's a blueprint for it and I want to get you there. All right, so go ahead, click on the link, join now, and we'll be in touch very, very soon. And I really do love you. I really, really do. Bye-bye.